Hey there guys, it's Rick here with AirgunWeb, and we are back on the range. Beautiful day here in West Texas. We have our FIREARMS Stealth Carbine in 177. We're going to be shooting at 50 yards. All right, folks, before we get started, I want to remind you that we do have a Patreon page. We also have the Officers Club over at AirgunArmy.com. If you guys want to help us out, both myself and Airgun Angie, to do projects outside of normal sponsorships, well, that's how you can support us directly. We have early access, ads-free content that we post there, as well as exclusive videos and behind-the-scenes footage that you guys aren't going to see anywhere else. So if you guys want to catch that and also help us out, links will be in the video description. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and shoot the FIREARMS S510 today. What we need to do before we get started is we're going to top this off. We are going to do sort of kind of a variation on our last video. Last video we tested the 8.4s, the 10.3s, and the 13.4s. I'm not going to do the 8.4s because they didn't perform as well as the other two. At 25 yards, they're not going to get better at 50. We have a little wind today, so we'll see how this all works out. Right now the wind's coming behind us, coming over kind of my left shoulder, so we'll see how that does to our shot groups. I'm going to shoot on a couple different power levels. The 10.3s did best on power level 3, which I found very interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the 10.3s. We'll go ahead and take a shot on high power, kind of see if they're sighted in. If they were sighted for 25, we'll see where we're hitting at 50. Make a couple adjustments, and since we have the center column we can use for sighting, because we're only using 2 pellets, I'll sight in on the center column, and then we'll move to the left column and we'll shoot some 5-shot groups to see how they do. And we'll do that with both pellets. We'll fill up between pellets just to see. Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and get started, right? Here we go. First thing I need to do is fill the gun. So as you guys have been watching me, you're cutting my head off. I'm cutting my head off here. As you guys have been watching the videos, you're seeing me fill with these bottles a lot more often. And that's because one of the first things I did when we started the Patreon page and the Officers Club was to go ahead and get this compressor I saw and other people were talking about that supposedly will let you fill pony bottles reliably and safely without blowing up. And it's only like 500 bucks, maybe a little over 500. That's what I've been using for the last several weeks to fill these pony bottles up. So, so far so good. I've had one little glitch with the converter died, but they're sending me a new one. So, other than that, I think we found something that's pretty cool. If you like air gunning and you want to have a little pony bottle, that little compressor is awesome. I am going to run the crony. Let's go ahead and do that so we can keep track of our velocities. On that little compressor, I'm going to be doing a video here shortly. I've been wanting to get some time on it before, quote, reviewing it. And I've used it quite a bit, and then I eventually got an hour meter, and I'll have some time on it. So, as I said, so far so good. It's been working really well. Other than that converter dying, but as I said, they're sending me a new one. Let's do a profile. Oh, and that video, if you want to catch that video, it will be on the Officers Club or our Patreon page. All right, add, no, we can just, actually I've got this. We're just going to stick with this profile, but we're going to change our pellet. We're going to pick a pellet, whatever, 10.3/4. Yep. The new software for the FX Crony is really nice. Like super, super nice. I think I saved this string. I don't remember. We'll just save it anyway. Do a new string. Okay. We're connected. Here we go. 10.3/4. Let me just, there we go. Just for giggles. Just for giggles. All right. Also, and I mentioned this in my other video, we're testing some new camera gear, new audio gear. Curious if you guys prefer it, don't like it, don't care. Either one, any one of those is going to be useful for us. Trying to get a more realistic representation of our shooting environment and the gun and everything else. Okay, so I'm going to take a shot at the very top center bowl, and I'm guessing I'm going to hit low. That's just me. I'm using a Hawk Frontier 34 scope. This is a 5 to 30. It's gorgeous. Okay, and we are set. All right, we're on high power. Let's take our first shot.
$995.
Okay. Now I could use my mills, or I could adjust. I'm going to adjust. Need to come up. Take another shot.
$995.
We'll take that. Okay. $9.95. 2 identical shots. I like it. All right. Let's go over to the first bull on the left. And I'm going to shoot 2 5-shot groups and see how we do. All right. Well, should we do 5, 5, and then the double? Yeah, we'll do 5 at power level 5, 5 at 4, 5 at 3, and then whichever one's best, we'll shoot another 5-shot to verify. Here we go.
$995. $993. $995. $995. $997.
That's not what we want. That's down 1. Okay, I've gone down to power level 4. Not a big difference here, but we'll see if it matters.
984. 981. 986. 984. 984.
Okay. Oh, that wind. Wind certainly plays a major factor in 177s when you start stretching it out. Okay. Man, I know I'm going to hit low. I'm going to take a sighter. I'm going to see where I'm hitting so that I can adjust.
898.
One more.
898.
Okay. It's hitting low left. I am going to I'm going to aim dead center. Will it be on the paper though? All right. Well, I'm going to go for the dot. I was hitting 3rd. So this is lower. This is 900 feet per second. Plus or minus. Am I right on this? Yep. Okay. Here we go.
900. 900. 898. 898. 902.
That ain't bad. I think it's kind of a tie between power level 4 and power level 3. What do you guys think? Should I go for I'm going to verify with power level 3. That's 900 feet per second. It's 18 some foot-pounds. We started at 23 foot-pounds. It went to, well, 22.7, then it went to like 22.2. There's like no difference really between 5 and 4. You really see the drop when you get to power level 3. So I'm going to just do another group with that power level 3. Here we go, bottom bull.
800.
Oh, okay.
98.
I didn't like it.
900. 2.
Did I change power? Nope. Okay. The wind
900.
stopped.
900.
Last one.
800. 95.
The wind completely stopped, so the wind must have been pushing consistently, because I was using the same aim point between bulls 3 and 4. Group size is about the same, but boy, things do get pushed around quite a bit. All right, let's top this off. We're going to go with our heavier pellets, the 13s, and see how they do. Now, they didn't really have much of a variation from high to low, but they really weren't in that 1,000 foot per second to begin with, so it may not matter. Let's save this. Save it, new string, and let's go ahead and get this just set up while I'm here. We'll edit, we're going to go to our 13, 13.43, okay. All right, we'll top this off, and we'll see what happens. I'd like to measure some of those groups. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. All right. Okay. Let's clear it. Okay, we are going to go with 13s. And we're going to go high power. We'll sight in, see where we're at, and go from there. Generally speaking, this is just my opinion, I really think 177s are just beautiful to like 25, 35 yards. When you start trying to push them to 50 yards, boy, the conditions got to be just perfect. And your shooting technique needs to be just perfect. You need to, maybe if you're trying to go for bulls, you need to be able to read the wind just perfectly. It does just require a lot more skill, I think, to shoot 177 accurately at range. If I were trying to do, because what I'm doing is I'm aiming dead center and letting the pellets fall where they fall, rather than trying to read the wind and then adjust and try and put every shot into the center. That's not really what I'm doing. I want to test the gun and the pellets and the scope. That I'm trying to test that combination rather than my ability to put, you know, the bullseye, pull it in the bullseye every time. So I'm just aiming dead center and trying to hold that hold and letting things fall where they fall, because that tells us, you know, kind of what the gun's doing, I hope. But at 177 gets pushed around by the wind, and at 50 yards it's tough. Doesn't mean you can't do it, but it does require some skill. I have hats off, if I was wearing a hat, to the guys, shooters over in the UK that have only 12 foot-pounds to work with. You guys amaze me. And like much respect to you guys, because yeah, I couldn't do it. There's no way. But you guys are awesome in what you can do with that, with what you've been handed to do, to shoot with. So big hats off to you guys. Let's take a shot. I'm going to go for the second down, and we'll take a shot here and see, I'm in high power, see where these things hit.
900. 9.
Okay, let's see if we get that same spot again. It flew very straight.
900. 16.
Let's try again. Take another shot.
900. 19. 900.
Okay.
14.
A little bit of variance there. I don't know if that one clipped or what happened, but was a little wiggly, but we're going to go with that. I think it's close enough. All right, top right, high power. Here we go. I want to get comfortable here in the rest. All right, here we go. Just relax, Rick. Wind's picking up a little bit.
914.
1.
912. 912. 916. 909.
Okay. Thinking. Those last 3 hit like right on my second hash down. All right, we're just going to follow through. We're going to do power level 4. We're going to go down to the next bull. I am going to aim a little bit high. I'm going to use the second hash, and I'm just, whatever I start with for my hold, that's what I'm sticking with. So here we go.
900. 905. 902. 902. 900.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the legs really, right? Should we try 3? I don't think it's going to do. I'm going to take a, oh, I need more pellets. I'm out. Let me just clear that. Yeah, these just don't have the stability they need. I don't know. They just don't get it done. Not like the 10s. The 10s did pretty good. Right at 900 feet per second, the 10s were doing really well. But these tend to want maybe a little more. A little more maybe. Let's go. I'm going to kind of sight. I'm at 3 now. All right, I'm going to aim 1 mil high.
800.
Okay.
23.
That's about right. I'm not going to try and do too much adjusting. Let's do 5 shots here. Shooting a little left. Let's just see if it stays there.
800. 21. 800. 21. 800. 21. 800. 26. 800. 23.
Definitely better. I will try. I'm going to try and use that sort of as my guideline. Okay, just so you guys obviously can't see what I'm seeing. The pellets are doing this number. Stork, stork. So they're not just flying straight. They're kind of corkscrewing. They just happen to be hitting about the same horizontal plane. I'm going to go, and I'm going to stay on this, which is the 820s, 20 foot-pounds. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to try, and I'm going to use the 1 mil holdover with like 1/2 mil hold to the right. And let's see if we get anywhere near it. There's actually a dot right there on my scope, so I'm just using that dot for an aim point.
823. 826. 819. 823. 821.
That'll work. I mean, you want to adjust your scope. I think power level 3 on the 10.3s is better, but let me go grab that target and we'll do a wrap. But the fact that you can just dial it in, and here even at 50 yards, I'll grab my gauge. It's probably over an inch, but 177 with a little bit of a breeze at 50 yards. I'm happy. Let me go grab that. I'll be right back. Okay, so what do we got? Well, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with that. Son of a gun. Look, it's not as good as our 10.3s, but that's bad. That's better. That's better yet. And here we go. I mean, I wish this had been more centered. I will tell you that you can't really tell from here because I've got this shade cloth here which really blocks the wind, but we have a good clip down there, so we're pushing and it's moving back and forth, so it's not just here, it's coming from different directions. We've probably got an 8-mile-an-hour wind down there, but yeah, we've got some definite wind conditions going on. But the fact that that was not bad. I mean, it was kind of doing the swirly thing, which I mean, I don't know what that means as you change like distance and all. But to be able to put all of them in the black, I thought was pretty good. Yeah, I would probably stick with the 10s personally, and I would shoot them on power level 3. But now I kind of wonder, it's got a little more gas in the tank than I thought. Maybe I want to try. I know, and I have shot the slugs with this before, the 13s. Maybe I want to try some other slugs. I've got the JSB knockouts, but maybe I want to try some of the other ones. I don't know. But all in all, 50 yards in the wind, yeah, man, I'll take it. That's a lot of fun. And if you're running on a lower power setting, it doesn't let as much air out, so you actually save a little bit on your air too. It's kind of cool. Guys, that's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to say thank you to FIREARMS, thank you to Hawk, thank you to JSB, thank you to all of our sponsors. You can check them out at AirgunWeb.com. Yeah, there's a lot of people that help get this done, and if you want to be one of those people, you can join our Patreon page or the Officers Club over at AirgunArmy.com. It's like $5 a month, and it helps us do some pretty cool projects like get the compressor and then report on, is that something that's going to make sense for you guys if you want to be able to fill pony bottles affordably without having to spend $1,500, $1,600. So far, so good. We're loving it. But that kind of stuff is what we want to use Patreon and Officers Club for that. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know about the audio setup. Is it good working, not working? But don't forget, let us know in the comments. All right, we got to run. It's Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb, your home for old school airgun reviews, and we'll retell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.